as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You don't want that. Monday. Under 10. Hey, check.
On first down, it's long. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold up. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephen Weatherly able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
On 1st down, Knox. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Locke. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 54, Mike, 54.
Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not the
way.
tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Hey, 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 hey,
Greg, Greg.
24 is the mic.
Out of the gun, Newton. Jones has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
52 is the mic, right? 52 is the mic. Record. Check 52.
From the gun, here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Right there, 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Ready. Gun.
Hey, watch that.
from the red zone now. Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
20.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
Great.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Watch the run.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike's 54.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
McCaffrey, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
45's the mark. I got one.
Long. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Green 80!
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Hey, check.
Throwing on 3rd down. Long. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 3rd down, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
54 Mike.
Here's Locke. This will be caught by Brown. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's a gain of 11. And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Luck now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right there, 54, right there, 50.
Hey, Zoo.
Now it's Love. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
20.
Off play action. Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mike, 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Out. 20. Mike, 58. 8. 54. 20.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Newton. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Move.
Play action. It's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gun. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming after you. Watch 52. Come to my work. Gun. Come to my work.
52's the mic right here, over there, right?
Throwing again. Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Express. Check that. Look like 52 right here.
Operating from the gun. Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's see what you got.
After the interception, it's Love. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Love. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Luck on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A shotgun snap for Love. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the gun, here's Love. This is caught inside the 15. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing is Love. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
20.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Rip left, rip left. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Ready?
8. Express.
Echo, echo. Too little, cut. 54.
They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Check. Alert. Hey, check.
Out of the gun, Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Had two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st down, it's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Newton on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Partner, so much for situational football, because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's Newton. He's got Evans. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
8. Express. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go.
Now Newton on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
20.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Check. Watch 54. Gun. Get that quarterback. Great. Check.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Set. 88. I got you.
Mike 5-4.
I get it.
On first down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point. He's got the lane, and there he goes. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Carolina, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.